Hello, my name's Adam and welcome to UK Theme Parks today. We are in Bognor Regis and we're in Bognor Regis on the seafront, which has been closed off for Bank Holiday weekend. It's Bank Holiday Monday. We're pulling a double fare today and we're going to go and have a look at the rides, because the rides that come down here are not normally ones that we see very often. They're not normally ones that kind of visit local fairs or anything like that. So we're going to go and find out exactly what is here, because we really have no idea. We are expecting it to be expensive, there's no doubt about that, and we are expecting one or two highlight attractions, but the road ahead's closed, so let's go and see what's at the fair. So here we are inside the fair. Looks like £2.50 a ride for these ones. Rides are all down the bottom here. You've got the Twister, you've got the Crazy Frog, which I do recognise. You have this Extreme, which I think I've seen before. I'm not sure I've been on it. And then you've got the Superstar behind us as well. Let's watch the Extreme and then we're going to decide which order we do them in. But £3 a ride for the big rides, £2.50 for the little ones is a little better price than what I was expecting. So check out the Extreme. My new favourite spot on the hill here, as you can overlook kind of the thrill rides of the fair. So that was the Extreme. Now it's a bit like a KMG Freakout. I'm sure you can see it's not a KMG Freakout. It reminds me a bit more of the Swing Out ride, Project X or Swing Out, which we've done this year in Tamworth and indeed in Bognor and East Preston, just down the road in Littlehampton. And I'm hesitant to guess, and it's a complete guess, I would think they're manufactured by the same people as well, because the design of the arm and the swinging bits are all very, very similar. Now we saw one of these in Southport, Pleasureland, which I think was last year, and it was a bit meh. You know, this actually isn't too bad. You know, the swing is quite consistent. The twisting of the seats is very consistent. You always get a high spot at some point. You know, we're very critical of the afterburners, although the Freakouts pull it off a little bit better. We're very critical of the afterburners. And that one actually delivers. You know, it doesn't go as high as a Freakout by any means. You know, it's just going above 90 degrees. I'd probably say, you know, 95, as opposed to the Freakouts, which go much, much higher. It certainly doesn't have the power either. Much like the Swing Out, which is why I think it's the same brand, same manufacturer, it takes a long time to get there. But once it's there, it's a pleasant experience. It's not too bad. It was only £3, so it's not broken the bank. You know, again, Bank Holiday Monday, Carnival Fair, Bognor Regis, seafront, £3 probably about right. In terms of what it's like, I think it's better than a Swing Out ride. I much prefer it to a Swing Out ride. It was not quite as disorientated, and I thought it was just a lot more pleasant. Slightly less juddery than some of the ones we've been on as well. In terms of it comparing against a Freakout, I'm sorry, it doesn't compare to a Freakout. A Freakout is, you know, they are designed to go high, go fast, and be very, very powerful. And you know, that's what they do. But that is still a good ride. You know, if you see that, and I imagine outside of sort of a carnival fun fair and seafront, you would probably get on it cheaper than £3, probably for £2, maybe £2.50 if you're lucky. But I reckon, you know, £2 on it. It's definitely worth a go. The Swing Out we went on, the Project X, was £2, and that was definitely worth a go. And if you see that, definitely worth a shot. But don't compare it to a Freakout, because there's just no point. They're two completely different rides. Although they look the same, two completely different rides. Now then, we have the Crazy Frog there, which you'd have just seen. You know my love for the Crazy Frog, that's what I call it. the Crazy Frog, and I can tell you now, there's no love for it, and I won't be going on it. I find them terribly uncomfortable. However, the superstar behind us, which we'll film very shortly, we are going to go on. I haven't been on those since we went down to Poole, so it'd be really, really nice to get them back on a superstar, and that's a stunning looking superstar over there. That's where we're heading. I am not a massive fan of superstars at all. I find them generally quite uncomfortable, but that thing was incredible, absolutely incredible, without a shadow of a doubt, the best one I've been on. And not only the best one I've been on, it was comfortable and really, really intense, really giving you a massive head rush, a real huge head rush. That thing is amazing, really is amazing. The way the seats tilt back, the way you flip up, it does hang you for quite a long time, but it's such an angle, it really is such an angle you're at, that even though it only spins around 3 times, to be quite honest, that is more than enough, really, genuinely more than enough. That thing was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and was worth coming down here for, just to get on that superstar. So, we've been on the 2 big thrill rides, we're now going to head back down and decide, at £3 a ride, we're not going to ride waltzers, we're probably not going to ride the Twister either, but we are definitely looking at the Miami. And it'd be rude not to do the Ghost Train, because I don't think it's one we've seen before. Superstar, incredible. always said, and I do stand by this, that the over-shoulder restraints Miamis are definitely tamer than the ones with lap bars. Whether or not it's because you feel that you've more chance of you coming out, there isn't, but whether or not it's because of that, I don't know, but they never feel as powerful, and that's no exception, to be fair. However, that's probably the best over-the-shoulder restraint one I've done. You'll see from the video there was quite a lot of airtime on it. There was quite a lot of out-of-seat moments when it went up. It had a nice bit of power to it as it kind of went over the top, and it's stunning looking, absolutely gorgeous looking mega dance. Really, really enjoyed that. So for an over-the-shoulder restraint one, you know, I don't tend to do them, but I looked at it and I thought, well, you know, it draws you in sometimes. The look of it draws you in, and it was probably well worth it. Really enjoyed that, £2.50 a ride, not too bad. We've got the Waltzer behind us here. As you can see, they are packing up and going today. I think they've got to be off the seafront by the morning. So the Waltzer's already sort of started coming down. We're not here to do the Waltzer and the Sizzler today though, it's not on our list to do, and obviously we're not doing the Crazy Frog, but we have got one more ride to do, and that is of course the Ghost Train. Before we head over there, take a look at this mega dance. Just gorgeous. Well, that was a not so entertaining ghost train. Getting bored of riding really bad ghost trains actually. We've ridden a couple of gems this year, but we've ridden some absolutely terrible ones. I'm really sorry, but that one kind of ranks up there. Sorry. I think I don't know, ghost trains of old just were full of so much detail and so much kind of scare, and you know, that's before the days of lighting and, you know, things like that could really pull off something spectacular. You know, this day and age, I don't care if it travels or not, they've got to be better. They really have. You know, look at Carter's one. Carter's one is fantastic. Blackpool one, always keep theirs up to date. It's not the best, but it's a good example. And you know, we've ridden a couple of really good ones as well, including Ross's one, the really kind of small compact one. It's just full of stuff. There's no reason why they can't be out there. Now then, before we go any further, a shout out to Coaster Calls on YouTube, left in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Now we are wrapping up. So we've done 4 rides. We've done the 2 big ones. We've done a Mega Dance, which is probably the family attraction out of the ones, and then of course we've done the Ghost Train. Now that's really what we came to do. We didn't really know what was here, but once we had a look through the fair, that's what we decided we wanted to do. You know, £3, £2.50 a ride, it's a lot of money to kind of go on them all. And you know, Waltzer and Twister, we've done quite a lot this year, and although we are approaching the end of the season, we just thought on this occasion we're going to focus on the big rides, certainly ones we haven't seen before, and then throw in a Ghost Train for good measure, because that was only £2. And it's been a great fair. You know, the Bognor Seafront one is usually packed full of some great rides. We've had some real unique ones down here in the past over the last sort of 10 years. I used to live here sort of 5 years ago for 10-15 years, and we had some amazing fairs down here with some absolutely cracking rides, and this is really no different. You know, the swing-in ride, the Extreme, that was a good ride. It's better than a swing out, not as good as a freak out. That Superstar, the best one I've been on without a doubt. That thing was stunning. The Mega Dance is the best over-the-shoulder restraint one I've been on. Not the fastest by any means of kind of Miami base rides, but over the shoulder ones, really, really good. And then a disappointing ghost train, unfortunately, to finish it off. But I really hope you've enjoyed our coverage from Bognor Regis today at the seafront. My name's Adam, this has been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.